Hi, this is Marty. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Come and join me on Facebook at Stampin' Ink with Marty. Today I wanted to give you a few tool tips, product tips from the annual catalog, and they're on page 162 under adhesives. And I'm kind of excited about these two items. One is called Cling Adhesive, and the other is called Foam Adhesive Sheets. And let me just start with the Cling Adhesive. It comes in a package like this. It is a bunch of small adhesive strips that are covered with protective covering. And what it will do is help you change your clear mount stamps into cling mount, which is what Stampin' Up! Is selling now. And the clear mounts did not adhere to the clear blocks as well as we would have liked, and when the cling mount stamps came out, we were pretty excited. But we don't want to get rid of our really good stamp sets that are still clear mount stamps. As you can see, they don't really attach to the block very well, and what I did was leave mine without the label, so that I could get them to stick better. The way you use these is to just use the little adhesives. And let me start with this one. I've already done these two, and they're nice and sticky. But this one, you can see, doesn't want to cling very good. Just falls off. So we want to fix it so we don't have to do all that huffing and puffing and trying to rearrange everything. This adhesive strip down here is probably just about the right size, but it's a little bit long, and so I'm just going to trim it off a bit with my scissors here. That looks about right to me. Maybe just a little bit more. Now I peel off the protective cover on this adhesive strip. Oh, I pulled the whole thing this time, so I'm just going to lay it on here. Press it down. Peel this off. And now I have great cling mount stamp. And as you can see, just one little strip is enough. I don't have to cover the whole stamp. But now, even pushing, pulling, whatever, it's not going to fall off. So I'll be able to ink it up and use it. Isn't this great? I mean, can you just imagine that you will be wanting to change all of your clear mounts into cling mounts before long? So if you're like me and you have some favorites that you'll never get rid of, this is the way to get it done. So with this many adhesive strips, I think I'll be able to fix all of my stamp sets. It's a really good deal. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the foam adhesive sheets, and they're like Stampin' Dimensionals, but they come in sheets, and so it will make it easy for you to pop up letters. I think there's a good example here in the catalog of these cute die cut letters, so you can pop them up on your cards and give them that dimension that we all like to get when we use Stampin' Dimensionals. So here's a trick for using it. By the way, you get 6 of these foam sheets. They're about 4 1/4 square. That's an approximate. Here's a tip for using them. If you are like me and you want to really be parsimonious with your money, get as much bang for your buck as you can. One way to do this is to trace your image onto the foam sheet and cut it out with scissors, so that if you're doing a nice shape like this, a solid shape like this, and then you just peel off the backing. You want to, of course, be using scissors that you can use with adhesive, because your scissors will get a little sticky from the adhesive. But if you've got kind of a solid shape, that's a good way to do it. The other way to do it is to attach the cardstock to the foam strip, and here I am trying to get as much out of this little leftover piece as I can. So I'm going to trim this off and attach my cardstock. So I'm peeling off the top layer of protective coating there, and I'm going to put my cardstock, and be careful, it's when it sticks. You won't be able to peel this off again. I've got a little bit of sticky sticking out, and I don't want that to go through the Big Shot that way, because I am going to put this through the Big Shot. So now I have cardstock, I have foam layer here, and I'm working with a stamp set that's called Nothing's Better Than, which is really a fun stamp set in the annual catalog. A lot of fun, great sayings on it, and I'm also using the dies that go along with it. It's called Love You More Than. And I want to cut out the word chocolate, which I had out here. Here we go. And so I'm going to put it right on top of here and run it through the Big Shot. And hopefully soon with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine that's coming out August the 4th. And I'm going to run it through all together. Let me put my Big Shot right here. Not sure if you can see that very good. So now I just run through. And as you notice, I went through twice. I want to make sure I get a good clean cut. I'll turn it over to make sure that it came through all the way and that all these little details are cut out. And then I'll just punch out my word. And you have to be a little bit patient when you have so much detail cutting on the die. I get my, you can use your Stampin' Pierce tool or some great tweezers to help you detach. Don't leave any sticky pieces in your die. That will cause you problems the next time you want to cut with this. So sure and get those off. Make sure that's clean. Okay. So now we just have to be a little bit patient. Get this out of here and poke out the dies that are the little pieces that are stuck in there. Not stuck, but the tiny pieces that haven't popped out. And here we go. And I'm finding it easier to detach from the protective backing on the back. So that's what I'm doing. It's coming up a little bit faster. And just one more little bit there. Okay. And I'm going to stick it onto my card with these pieces still attached, and then pull those out with the tweezers. So let me show you my card. This is my creation, and I want it to say you're just like chocolate. You make everything better. I can imagine quite a few people I could send this to. So I think before I tuck that down tight, I want to make sure it's on there straight. Excuse me for the hoarse voice today. A little bit of allergies in the spring, or not spring, but the summer rains have gotten us. But anyhow, you see how this works? It's pretty easy to do. It's easier to put the cardstock on the foam pad before you run it through the die cut. If you die cut them separately and then try to attach them together, you can do that, but that's a little bit harder. Anyhow, I won't make you keep watching. I'll just pull this out. This piece, tuck it in, get that one out, get that one out, and look what a cute card that will make for somebody on your list. Anyhow, that was my fun tool tips for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching. I'll have more later.